Cristo.
All right, can we all find Alright, so is this so I can figure out my program for you guys? Can I see a show of hands of how many people are here just because they were doing something with the family and this was the thing to do during the family time? Same people again. Alright, cool. Well, let's first two guys. And the other one's right here pulling up. Yeah, this is not a K locomotive. Let me just break something down real quick. This is the number 2. This is a high-speed locomotive. I usually conduct our number 1. Okay, that sounds kind of like I'm trying to get a big cut. Our number 1 locomotive is our K locomotive. It has a 1 on it because it's the first one here. About this Chrysler, right? Is I know that there's 2 left in the world in terms of the front truck. But still, it's like an all-wheel drive, but one wheel will go at one time, and then the other one will come follow that through. But this is a logging locomotive, so not just any locomotive can go up the track that we have here in Warren Camp. Due to the fact that we go up at 8.5 and a 10.5% grade. Look at some people go green in the front. This is only the one that we can do.
Think about it.
Go. Up here, and they're all nickel obvious.
Yeah, that's
they don't even get, hey, green here, this is up the street. But there's a few of them, what could you do? Well, these are the tallest things in the world. These are the oldest trees in the world. The rooms in this tree over here that's on the ground. Right? This tree right here, that's the only redwood that's on the ground here on the property. You have to know so much about so many things and not and just crazy. So this plain stuff alone is amazing. Right, so the reason there's no birds out here, right? Oh, like I said, I could have just not said nothing and had you guys going like this. All the way up there. Then I could have added in going, hey, the first person that could point a bird out, holler at me. Then I have everybody go. Any place for trees in the world, he's dead. There's any places I can influence. We've never did this before in a life except right here in Montana. Okay, so this is a big thing. Right, so and I still really did it. Right? Wait a minute, when my brain started like, clack, 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 you know, gears started grinding, I'm like, there's something to here, but I'm sure I can't do it. And you go, I hope I'm alive in another 20 years, and you come back to these families to take another. I don't know who's talking about that. Waiting for this red ball to go up. The thing is, I'm clear, I'm on my work, I'm getting this work, those tracks right there were on that dirt road. Because that dirt road isn't a dirt road. There's railroad ties under there. There's ballast underneath there. Because that was the way up and down. We had to build that switchback to get right here. To get exactly right here. Because we couldn't go down anymore because our technical was down. So, and we had a train stuck up here for 6 months. So when that explosion went off, there was a train. Okay, so who did it? Okay, we don't know. No one ever got caught. All right, let's figure it out. All we know is on June 27th, 1976, exactly 2 years to the date, there was an explosion up here, right? We thought it was just us. There's an explosion. Boom, right? Sent fireballs and flames 5 different helicopters. There was 27 fire trucks, right? And there was 400 firefighters. Took them 6 days to put it out. 6 days, that's quite a bit. And it kept burning for like 4 days after that. But see, what happened was when that explosion happened here, right? In 7 different cities along the coast, there was a blast there too. But, so that's, you know, that was the trick. So, they were logging truckles or their tracks. They caused havoc. And if they would have done their homework, we had a train full of people up here to talk. You know what I mean? Come on. But think about what you're doing. So it was a planned thing. It was definitely planned out. Because it was all at the same time. You know, that's how it went. It's just not a coincidence. That's what it was. But they never got to the bottom of it. So it's probably worth it. But 16 windows, bugs. So everybody got transported back down to the right? So now, that was the original way up and down. So if you were looking down that dirt road, right? You know, you're looking. Plus the currents didn't like that anyway. Alright, so, yeah, switchback works. You know what I mean? So we got our car down there 6 months later. That's why that switchback's so cheap, because we didn't use no measuring tool. We're just like, get. If there's any clacking, it's going to be right here on the 103. I adjusted them. I got to adjust them a little more. At the very bottom, we're going to make a sharp left turn that you guys cannot see, right? So it's important for you to see that because once you back up down this ladder, I'm going to point it out to you guys where that road's at. It'll make sense. It'll make a lot more sense. Like for example, right now, all these, right? Like so, the way that I like to say it is like this. You know your dad's heavy bowling ball, right? Your dad goes or whatever. It's maybe a certain step, maybe think of it, but a big heavy bowling ball, right? With one foot tethered, and there's like a little rope, right? Attached, you know? So, if you were to put 80 tons and 30 tons on a slide, for example, what would happen? Laws of physics would take it. Alright, cool. Mm-hmm. 100 guns on this property. And there was a guy behind every one of them. Now that's way too many names for even me to remember. But I do know some names that are very important. So here. With 15 Hawaiian safeties. Why? So right here on this property to help Isaac Graham build the first water-powered sawmill this side west of Mississippi. Who else is here? This guy named John C. Fremont. Anybody know Fremont, California? Named after this gentleman. He's well known throughout history. He was a topographer. Matter of fact, he was here before this was California, surveying all of California prior to being California. He was one of Isaac's bros. And he was here with one of his guides. His guide had to build this to get our train down because this no longer works. So we came up the track and we went straight that way, not up any of this. With all these people here, right, drinking whiskey, right, playing music at night, going out, right? So check this out. The Mexican officials were up on the ridge, paying attention to Isaac Graham upon his reducing all his little army down here, having a great time, right? They moved some lumber, and guess what? They found this rock on the property, right here on the property, right? This rock was a gold rock, okay? Now this gold rock had a coin value at that time of $38,000. The property went up for sale for $6,000 to any lumber outfit that wanted to purchase it for that money, and there was a sawmill here on the property. So you'll see Team Road, Team Flat, whatever. He was a German immigrant that was here from Germany. He had a camp right across from Isaac's camp, right on the other side of Chalarenzo, right below that bald spot on the mountain. Now that's called Gold Gulch, right? I didn't make that up. He called it Gold Gulch. Why? Because he owned it. How did he own it? He had nothing. He found a rock over there on that side of the mountain, right? Now I say rock. Please clap your hands as loud as you guys can because I cannot. There's that like 200 feet away, right there. The big tree here in the road, right there. There's a big stump over there that tree was born before the birth of Christ. Let's wait for that one whistle blast. That'll be our signal to deboard the train. And for all of us that are going to be boarding the train, please do not board the train until I give you guys a heads up to board the train so our passengers can get off the train safely.
buddy on it.
Nice. Since it's everyone's first time, if you don't really know what's going on, basically we believe a lot of strange things are happening on the hillside up there. You see where the cabin is? It's kind of hidden by the fence, but we believe that cabin is resting on top of a gravitational anomaly. So it just. The story goes that this whole land from the hillside. Probably is not the code, it's a little bit off, got a bit of a lean. As you probably also notice that, well, we're all leaning this well and very strange ourselves. Right now we're actually all leaning about 11 degrees. One feels a fence a bit more. Let's see what happens. If you take an ordinary billiards ball here, that same force field we're climbing the hillside will make it really difficult to walk up, push the ball out of the cabin. They seem to roll uphill, and it's all there. I promise got 92 to the board, 92 to the group, because even if it's flipped around, make sure it's not narrowed down on one side or something. And we push it in just a little bit more there. You'll see it goes into the cabin. And it does get a little bit stuck, but we give it an extra bit of momentum. The mystery spot then has it pushed out right back onto this side here. Amazing. And we find that. There's board inside cabin, but those is not going to be on the other side. We need to only go up. Also, again, thank you for sacrificing here. Definitely not vodka. It is real, right? Like a hologram, like ABBA concert. Okay, awesome. Well, now y'all are gonna actually get money's worth. In a moment, we're gonna head inside the cabin, but remember, right. Thanks, sir. And last but not least, 5'6" or 5'5". 5'6". It's not scary, just be serious. No, sir, you got it. Alright, looks like, yeah, it works. So, as we can see, we're going for the shortest. Sorry, sir. Too tall, so you're very tall. Congratulations. Well done.
अब नपिट अब मलाई नपिटोस्
भाइसँग रिसायो क्या
भाइसँग रिसाएको हो तिमी दिदी चाहिँ एङ्ग्री भयो होइन दिजु र सँगै बस्ने भनेको बिचरा